We're now remaining on page 28, artistic text, so that we can take the text that we've got here and apply that to our business card. Now we're going to do something a little different here. What I want you to do is select the business card that I've placed here. It wasn't there previously, I've just put it there now so that you can work with this. And I want you to bring it out into just to the side of your screen there like that. Type in a value of 90, make sure the lock is on to bring it up to our proper business card size. Just pop that there. Then I want you to go ahead, just select all of that text there, pop it up the top there like that, and this piece of text here, pop that down the bottom there like that. Now there's a reason why I'm doing this, because for many of you in your job places, depending what it is that you do, you'll have to learn the art of matching text and matching the look of things. And there are quick ways of doing that and so forth. So I want to do this a little differently. What we can actually do from this point in time, if you want to, and it is up to you, I'll zoom back out, you can take this card, which is my design, and continue on using that if you want, or once we've finished doing this, simply go back a page and of course copy yours and then paste it down on the page here. It's up to you to apply this. But for right now, this is work we're doing with text, and I want to get you to think in a certain way. So let's begin. The object of this exercise here is for us to match this text up with this text here in terms of size, characteristics, etc. So simply we'll start out, select your card, you'll have to ungroup. Now we've talked about that before, it's all grouped together. Right click, select ungroup. Now you'll be able to select all of the text individually. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, let's select this piece of text here. What's the point size? Well, it's 10. What's the point size of ours? 12. So let's first of all change the point size to 10. Now, of course, it doesn't look the same. What are the differences? Well, the first thing I notice is that, of course, that's in uppercase and that's in lowercase. Now, I've done this obviously all deliberately because there are some things I want you to see and learn. Well, rather than retyping that into uppercase, there's a really quick way. Simply come up to text, come all the way down to change case, okay, and then choose uppercase. Click OK, and automatically it's changed to uppercase. The other thing I can see is that this is bold, and that's not, and also it's italicized, and that's not. So now we've got matching text. Let's click on the next one. You'll notice there's no point size showing up. Now, why do you think that is? And this is important. If you have a look, this is one piece of text, but there are two different point sizes, so it won't show you a point size. Rather, you have to get your text tool or double click. Now, if I highlight that piece of text, you'll notice it has a point size. Highlight that one, and that has a different point size. Probably 6 is what it's meant to be. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to highlight that, and what was that again? Click in there, 8 point. So highlight that and make it 8 point. And this one was close enough to 6. So highlight that, and we'll make that one 6 point. There we go. This one is also bold. This one's not. So select and make that bold. Good. So that now matches with that. Now, xenometry, however you might say it. Okay, that's a 7 point. Now I don't need my text tool, so I'll just select that and make that a 7 point. And finally, this one is, well, again, close enough to 6, so select and we'll make that 6 point. Now that's really all I wanted to do, was just to make you think and help you see there are some quick ways of doing things, and also to really think. Now again, I've almost made a mistake there. That is obviously bold and that's not. A good example there, I had that sitting up there away from the original piece of text, so it didn't click. Always place your text alongside whatever it is you're trying to match really closely, and it will stand out to you. So there we go, we've got a match. Okay, what I'm now going to do is delete that, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit more, and I'm going to show you how it is that I came up with the design that I came up with. Whenever you're designing, and this is one of the best tips that I can give you, take what your assets, these we'll call them assets, place them around your design in multiple locations. So you might start out by popping that in the center, a usual and common thing to do. You might place that, say, alongside of there, similarly, down there, and even place that. Maybe you shrink it down in size or put it on the purple there. Maybe make it white, for example. Shift page up, bring it to the top layer. You might do that, although that doesn't particularly work for me. So Control Z, back to there. You'll also notice the text is going underneath here. Well, of course, we don't want that. So let's select all of this and shift page up to the top layer. So again, take your attributes, put them all around the page. You might come up with something that's really interesting and different. And look, that kind of works too, doesn't it? So point being, play with your assets, move them around. You know, you might pop that down the bottom, might pop that there. You might change the sizes. I don't want to do that for the moment, to make things fit a little differently, etc. Well, the reason I did what I did was I was looking for more that corporate look. And in a typical corporate look, oftentimes in a business card, we have right justification. So if I select that and I come up here, I'll choose right justification. I'll do the same thing here and right justification. You know, it's a common look in the business world to have that right side justification, and I think that looks quite nice. So now we're faced with how do we line all this up and have it make sense? Well, I'm going to quickly show you how to use guidelines very quickly. Now remember, we've got snap to objects turned on. We can also turn on snap to guidelines. So I'm going to turn that on as well. Click on a ruler and drag, and see that? I'm going to snap that right to the edge of my spiral just there. Click and drag, pull down. I'm going to snap that right on the edge of the spiral. And again, right there. And again, right there. So I've now got 4 what we'll call location points. Now I'm going to put one at the back here, like that we can snap the back end of our text to. So it's as simple as this. Now that I've done all of my lining up, all I have to do is take my text, click right on the very top of it, like that, snap. See how it snapped? Now move to and then snap it to the back of that line there. Same thing here. Snap, and then snap to the back of that. In fact, wrong way around, I want this one up there. Snap, and then snap. How easy is that for lining things up? Snap that at the bottom one, and snap. There we go. And similarly, right there. Now there are 2 ways you can deal with your guidelines. I can turn them off, come up to View, and I can turn the display of them off, but they are actually still there, and so they'll still snap, or leave them on and delete them, which in my case is what I'm going to do. Because I don't need them anymore, I quickly wanted to show you a way of achieving the end goal. So I'd like you to go ahead now, bring up your text, align it as I've shown you, make sure it matches perfectly, and then we're ready to move on.